Legend of War here, and today we've got a 7-year disaster battle playing as Lewin Leoncoeur going up against Heinrich Kemmler. We've been ambushed by apparently 2 full stacks, at least according to the email that's sent in. It's pretty early in the game, so we can't really be expecting there's going to be amazing troops, or at least not entirely amazing troops. Now this, if it is like Heinrich Kemmler's like initial army, we can expect to see, well, Krell, but he probably will decay. He'll definitely decay, he's only rank 4. But we should be seeing a Hex Wraith in the army as well, possibly. Unless he's already been wiped out. It's too early for that to have occurred anyway. So, in thinking that, we need to come up with a strategy. We're obviously going to get bum rushed right at the start, because, you know, they don't have missile units. There's no reason for them to lag behind. Now, artillery would have been really helpful, but in a ambush situation, that's basically one of the best ways for the player to get wrecked in campaign is to get ambushed, especially if you've got artillery in your army. So we have 2 choices here. Try desperately to defend these 2 units, or the opposite, and this is one that a lot of people don't think of, is to not defend it at all. Sometimes you might think, you know, you got to defend your position at all costs because you've been ambushed. Not necessarily, not if you've got mobility. We actually have 2 options available to us. We can stand and die, or we can run and fight, if that makes sense. So what I'm going to do here is probably abandon these 2 units and the infantry because they just can't keep up. Take all of the horses, get them not off the battlefield, but get them away from the initial clusterfuck, reform up, and then we'll come up with a proper solution, and have the units attack the units that they would actually be good at. Like, what happens if, you know, these guys are going up against large units and these guys are going to get pinned up against infantry? It's going to be a shitstorm. So we're going to take damage. There's no stopping that. But we just need to pull back, rethink what we do, and then come at it from our own terms. This is why I always say you got to be cautious. You want to make sure you're always the attacker. You want to be dictating the terms of the fight, even if that means you're dictating that you have the defensive position and the enemy is coming to you. As long as you're the one saying this is what's going to happen. Okay, I really need to concentrate now. Just take all of the units and... oh, shit. Alright, get these 2 out of here. Get them back over here. We need to save these knights. No, you get over there. Go get rid of these fell bats. Don't shoot. We need your ammo for later. I'm sure there's better choices. Alright, so Lewin Leoncoeur is actually on a flying mat there. This guy here is on foot for some reason. Well, it's good the artillery are getting some kills in. Alright, yeah, if we can quickly take out that Hex Wraith, that'd be great, because it's going to seriously hamper our mobility. Yeah, we can't outrun those bats, so we might as well just stand and fight against them. We gotta get out of here. They have some serious mobility in this army. I don't think I can save him, he's not on foot. Lewin Leoncoeur will be fine though. Alright, those bats have been dealt with, they didn't get any kills. Alright, get over here, because their reinforcements coming over here. I don't want to get sandwiched between them. You shoot at something. You come over here, help them out. I gotta get these guys out of here. They're not taking that much damage at the moment, but I gotta get rid of all their fast units first. I bet you. Try and save your life by getting over here. Alright, I think all the fast units are gone. Let's get out of here. It'd be great if the artillery could leave the battlefield without getting wiped out, because I unfortunately just don't need them in this battle. Or, even better still, if we could save them and maybe later on use the artillery. That'd be amazing if we could do that. Alright, we've still got some units over here. What are these? Just 2 units of zombies? Okay, we can take that out. Don't waste ammo on them, because that wouldn't trade well for balance of power. Alright, we got incoming over here. We got to stop that, because we can't outrun it. But we can beat it in a fight. Doesn't matter if the infantry get wiped out. You know, try and save whoever we can, but if we can't save it, you know, don't. Get to the edge of the map there. Try and save the integrity of the army. So even if we do end up losing, we don't lose any units. Okay, get them out away from the enemy infantry. Let's deal with their fast units first, and then their cavalry second.
Get out of here! The lady wins it!
We'll turn around and fight them in just a moment, just not near the enemy. Ugh, I don't want to be fighting crypt horrors. That's what the enemy, yeah, you guys go and hide in the forest there. You should be okay. Don't want to be fighting crypt horrors. I mean, Knights of the Realm are okay against it, but fucking Direballs keeping us lagged behind.
Withdraw!
Why the hell was that paladin on foot? Alright, get out of there. Get out, get out, get out. Alright. So the problem here is that the Direwolves, because they're faster than us, they're able to keep doing even just a small amount of damage to us while we pull out. But I can't be sitting there fighting. It's not to our advantage. We have to trade better for bounce power than just fight in melee and let that be the end of it. Alright, because those zombies are gone. And these guys here, they're not hidden. They can't hide, can they? Not even without their artillery. See, if it doesn't say that they can hide there, then they can't. Alright, this unit of... they're both still alive. Where's the other one? Yeah, just try to... oh, shit. Try and save them if you can.
Ready for orders! King Luan Leoncoeur!
Shit. Fucking legendary difficulty restrict camera. Get out of the way. It's like, just let my camera go over there. Alright, maybe just wait till they get a little bit more distance away from their infantry before using them. Get over there. Okay, they're hidden at the moment, but we'll see. How'd we go over here? Yeah, it looks like that unit of things are gonna go. Let's send... oh God, he's still stuck over here. He's not gonna win in that situation. I should have sent him in to save one unit of archers. Alright, get in over here. Pull them back over there. So we could beat them in melee, but we'd be especially a lot better at dealing with them. Come on, I gotta get over here and try and save him. Fucking bats are slowing us down. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can save him. No, 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 no. Come on. I might have to just go into melee with them, just because it's just... there's just too many things in the way. Just keep the non-anti-large stuff out of the fight. The Pegasus Knight should be okay. Please don't tell me he died. I think I got him killed. Well, I don't know what you were doing with that guy on foot. Unfortunately, I can't withdraw these troops. The withdraw option isn't available, but they should just withdraw pretty much immediately. Yeah, I shouldn't have sent that guy in there, but I really wanted to try and save that unit. But I should have done that. What are you doing with the paladin on foot? It just doesn't make any sense. Luan Leoncoeur win this, because they're magic attacks, aren't they? Yeah, so we just reduce his resistance. Oh, increase his resistance by quite a bit. Alright, crypt horrors are gone there. Let's try and save this unit from skeleton spears. Alright, now we can send them in. We want them to not be obstructed, not have shit all over the place, and be shooting into targets that are actually valuable. That's why I wanted them to shoot the crypt horrors, but those crypt horrors were coming in just too hard and fast and were annoying me too much. So I had to get rid of them. Anyway, that paladin couldn't have been particularly high level, so you should be able to replace him easily enough. Just hopefully we didn't put any good equipment on him.
Champion of the lady.
Alright, all of their fast units have been dealt with.
Spare man at arms.
Alright, get that guy out of there. Alright, and let's form up. Alright, now let's retake control of this battle. They got the jump on us for sure. But now we need to turn it around. So he doesn't have the regeneration ability yet. It's a bit lower level. Alright, what are we shooting into here? Skeleton spears and crypt ghouls. Crypt ghouls are good to shoot at, but skeleton spears have shields. That's why I don't want to really put them on fire at will. Because they'll just shoot at whatever's closest.
Serve and obey.
Seems like they're casting spells. Yeah. Alright, taking out this unit of skeleton spearmen here would be okay. We don't need all of them to do it. Okay, then the get over here. Just want to be shooting crypt ghouls. Because they got like no armor either. Just prevent them from catching up to them. So the reason why they're hidden is just due to them actually being out of line of sight, not because they're actually hiding. Just waiting so we can sandwich the motherfucker. Here we go. Alright, that's fine. Alright, so that worked out very nicely there. If we can do more of those types of engagements, we might actually end up winning. But if we like charge into that, that's not good at all. You don't charge cavalry into giant blobs. Which is why, as the vampire counts, you blob up, especially against cavalry factions. Because the cycle charging, it really isn't that good. Because, largely due to the way the models work, when they charge in, a couple of entities will get stuck behind models. You know, the other troops, because they'll penetrate quite hard. And the thing is, you might think penetration... Oh my god, this is going to be sus, but whatever. The penetration in some cases would actually be quite good, you know, really getting thick and breaking their formations. But the problem is, when you want a cycle charge, they don't just bowl over the enemy infantry when they come out, and the enemy infantry will end up killing those units that get stuck within the blob. And so that's one of the reasons why cavalry, one of the many reasons why cavalry don't perform very well in this game, unless you micromanage the shit out of them. You can't just send them into combat, because these are like tier 3 units. If you send them up against a unit of skeletons, you'll just lose. That's like a tier 1 unit. Even if it was the skeleton swordsman. Right, this one here looks like it'd be good to attack. Just gotta isolate it further away from their troops. Okay, don't draw them over here, because we need these guys to stay hidden. But if they do get attacked, they're close enough to leave the battlefield quite easily. Don't really care that that one gets discovered. So what'd they do there? Okay. Alright, we should be able to take out this unit of skeleton spears now. It'd be good if we could snipe Heinrich Kemmler. I might try and get Lewin Leonco to do that. Now that he doesn't have Krell. I'm pretty sure he used it up. I wasn't exactly looking. Pretty sure Krell's been spent. Good, just instant disintegration with that, just about. That's what we want to see. And you do that by sending overwhelming force, because they take way more morale penalties based on being overwhelmed than being by flanked. So that's why you gotta isolate. Divide and conquer. It's way better than flanking. Flanking is fucking useless in this. Alright, now. I'm gonna do a bit of hit and runs to try to get Heinrich Kemmler down. It looks like, actually, it kind of looks like he's killing himself with his magic usage. So maybe we don't even need to go into melee with him. What's this? Ah, that's a general. If he keeps casting spells and using the Forbidden Rod, he'll end up killing himself. Alright, so we can shoot them. But yeah, this would be a great unit to attack.
For the king!
Because they're not at all good against cavalry.
The wind!
Specifically armored cavalry. I suppose they'd be alright against yeomen.
'Tis an honor! King Luan Leoncoeur!
Good, another unit down. Yeah, I definitely don't regret pulling these guys out from the initial fight and, you know, taking out all their fast units first. When dealing with a big problem, the easiest way to deal with it, well, sorry, the best way to deal with it is to break it down into smaller parts. Deal with it in terms of type. Rather than taking out individual units, take out certain advantages. Take out their fast units, take out their missile units, take out their hard hitters. Leave them basically with just melee infantry, and then pick them apart a little bit at a time. This is stuff that I learned from reading history, like the Battle of Carrhae. It's like textbook 1-on-1 how to defeat infantry army. Don't engage it head on.
Get them moving! Battle calls! We live to serve! Swiftly!
Because if you attack something head on, don't complain to me when you get a headache.
Defenders of the realm!
I don't want to be shooting his skeleton spearmen, it'd be just a waste of ammo.
Ride hard!
Yeah, he's slowly killing himself. To try to get more winds of magic. That's actually pretty funny. Alright, split up our forces, wait for them to split their forces up as well. And then whenever a weakness presents itself like this, we can make use of it. Seems like these guys here are a lot slower than them. I'll put them on fire, I will. Just... I don't want to be shooting into skeleton warriors, it's a waste of ammo. Heinrich Himmler is killing himself. Oh shit. That was my bad there. Just trying to speed things up.
Immediately!
Charging into this, we probably would win, but we'd take too much damage, it wouldn't really be worth it. And if we just wait, Heinrich Himmler's gonna go.
Britonians, attack! Cleanse our land!
Oh no, I don't know if that's a good idea. This guy here is pretty isolated.
Pegasus Knights!
Might see if I can go for this one. Just keep drawing them over here. I'll send two Knights Errant over here to get their attention.
Mounted and ready!
If I charge down there and then immediately get back up, I still run the risk of getting hit by their Strigoi.
Noble Knights! Immediately! Pegasus Knights! With haste!
Yeah, he's just gonna keep using that. Good shit. Alright. Him isolated could actually work out for us. Is he considered a large unit or small? Small. Okay, so the Knights Errant would be okay dealing with him. Okay, send him in, and you go in there as well. Since he's isolated, should work out just fine. If we can kill him quickly, that would be ideal because of his passive regeneration. Try to give him as little of that as possible. And Heinrich Himmler is so close to dead. One hit from Luan Leoncoeur and he's gone. None of these have magic attack.
Your command! At once!
Oh, Luan Leoncoeur's in bad shape. Get him out of there.
Post haste! With all haste!
Alright, he's gone.
At once! Put it! As is say! For the lady!
They must be running pretty low on magic now. Just hang on. Because he can regenerate and you can't, even though you're a better fighter than him. I mean, you did take a bit of damage there. Yeah, go in. Yeah, you two get rid of these zombies. Oh shit, forgot about them.
Take the ground!
My bad.
Hastily!
That one might recover, it might not, but it's not wiped out, so it's not too bad.
Champion of the lady!
Alright, that Strigo is almost gone now.
Ready to ride!
You don't want to send too many units in here, it could actually make things worse. Alright, good. Both their lords are dead.
Show us!
Yeah, it might recover, it might not. But them losing both of their lords now, and their necromancer, they're going to have a leadership penalty. I'm not sure if he's coming back. Okay, things are going to get easier now.
We are ready! Moving the base!
Good, he came back. Probably don't want these damaged units in the fight anymore, but just having them on the battlefield is providing us with balance of power, so we can inflict the army losses penalties sooner rather than later.
Riding out!
Alright. So, I mean, zombies aren't worth a whole lot, but they'll be super easy to kill, so killing them first might be good, because we're out of, like, ammunition and everything. Wait, we still can use these. Not yet, not yet. Keep forgetting, we've got the artillery. Thing is, if I run them over here, like, they'll get to us. They'll get to the artillery before we do. I'll have to lure them, like, all the way back over here first. And even if we do... I'll do that if we get really exhausted with our troops. I'm really tired. Alright, I reckon we can kill this unit here pretty quickly. So I'm just charging into them to keep them busy. Taking a while to wipe it out, and new ones are coming in. That's why you need to get a really good distance away from them most of the time. Killing the enemy general hasn't seemed to have made that big of a difference either. Alright, pull out of that fight. We wiped out, I think, 2 of their units. So, I don't know if that traded amazingly well, but, you know, we got rid of some of them. Alright, let's draw them back over here. I might actually bring the artillery back in. But we gotta bring these guys to the edge of the map. Coward. Otherwise, our guys are not gonna get enough time to shoot when they get there. And then we need to keep them busy for as long as possible as well. Because putting the artillery back on and getting a few good shots in, that actually might win us the battle. Alright. Let's start coming in over here, and maybe they're just going to ignore them, but if they start turning around, that actually could be good, because then I'll send the Pegasus Knights to take out whichever ones are going over there. Just for the time being, put all of our strength here, and hope that they come at us. They've got a long way to run to get back, so be it. If it doesn't work, I could just run them straight back into that corner. Alright, faster units have come up over here first. Take them out first. Which might also mean they want to draw their forces more over this way. Alright, Crypt Ghouls are just, they're just crumbling, but they're almost, there we go, they disintegrated. Cool.
Take the ground! Immediately!
So keep drawing them over here. The more they blob up, the better as well.
Full tilt!
Let's hope, for his sake, the player that is, that the Hex Wraiths don't come out. come back. Because we took them out quite easily, but that's by far the most dangerous unit in their army. Let's hope they don't get more of those. It's good to see we're on force march at least. Alright, so they're visible, but they haven't gained their attention yet. Alright, there's just a huge blob of zombies over here. I'm gonna send these guys in, because I reckon they'll take them out easily. And we don't really want to be wasting artillery ammo on bloody zombies when we're hitting their skeletons. Those crypt ghouls? Yeah. Alright, charge into them. And it looks like they've taken the army loss penalty before we could get the artillery over there anyway. But that would have been a nice end of the story, having the artillery actually conclude the battle for us. So, definitely mistakes were made. My biggest mistake, of course, was sending the paladin back in to try and save the archer unit. I ended up losing both, I think, because the crypt, oh no, this one here might have actually escaped. Hard to say. Because the Karen wraiths are faster than both of them, so. But overall, this is it's a salvaged victory. Like, it would have been so much better if you could have been the one to attack, but that's not always what happens. So I guess it's all right. Yeah, we lost both of those units. You know, that guy was doomed, but I didn't have to sacrifice him. But it's really early in the campaign, so you can probably replace him without that big of a deal. Didn't look like he had any equipment on him, but hard to say. So let's have a look at the situation. Yeah, your money's shit. Let's give me some of this. Oh man, what are you doing? Oh, I see what you were doing. Right. You were going in there to attack Jisaro, and he was on ambush stance. Right, I thought you ended the turn here. No, okay, that's alright. And you got this one coming in as well. So, he died. I don't know what level he was at, but yeah, you can replace him. I'm assuming you only just got him. Because yeah, if you can't recruit him here, you must have just captured Marienburg. He's only turned 12. Yeah, I think he must have only been a level 1 hero. But what I don't understand is why he was on foot. Oh, maybe because you were trying to save money. Yeah, I mean, I did that in my campaign last night. So, fair enough. Alright. What's your trait? This is one you would have started off with, right? Determined.
You have need of me?
Well, the Hex Wraith is gone, so that's good. You've allied with them? You don't need to ally with them. That's probably how you ended up at war over here. Like, you're just going to end up confederating them anyway. Just get non-aggression pacts. Don't ever... Try to avoid alliances in general. Even defensive alliances. Well, you know, you got to make these judgment calls for yourself. But what's left here should be very easy to deal with. Let me just put you in here.
No. Strength and honor.
Let's have a look. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we could probably just auto-resolve that. Yeah. No. You need some chivalry. So, what's the problem with your damn finances? You got 2 armies or something?
Champion of the lady, King Lewin Leoncoeur.
Wait, what? What? That can't be right. He starts off with the Grail Vow. How old is this patch? This save file was sent before the Shadow and Blade update. I would say it's even older than that. I'd say that this was actually sent in before the Bretonnia update. Oh, but it says it was sent in 4 hours ago. How old is this save file? Like, honestly, I've saved the battle. Start the campaign again. Dude, you've lost the Grail Vow. I just started over again. Well, you know what? It made for an interesting battle. Hope you guys enjoyed it. But I would say this is on the wrong. It's just, I mean, it loaded just fine on mine, which is on the current patch. But yeah, without the Grail Veil there, this campaign's. I mean, you'll be fine. I mean, if you just ban them, you'll make the money back, and then they're not essential. And you certainly can, you know, get the vows done. Yeah, it seems like you can certainly get that done. You just that's just weird. That's all. All right, guys. Well, that's the end of this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time, fuckers.